Hello and welcome to the AM Munch with Amy and Michael. I'm Michael and that's Amy, and we're here today to talk to you about the bucket list. Bucket list. And I hope everybody has a bucket list. I mean, please, please, please have a bucket
What
list.
is a bucket list, Michael?
Well,
What is it?
a bucket list is so different for everybody
Oh,
because everybody can have a different bucket list of things that they would like to do or accomplish, right? Usually people put travel in there. They put, some off the wall place that they have seen or heard about and said, "Hey, I want to go there. I want to check it out." You know, and they put it on that list, but a lot of people do not take care of the stuff that's on their bucket list.
well, and I think part of it is too is it really your bucket list? To
Uh-huh.
your point, it's like I'm gonna climb the highest mountain ever, and it was like, really? Is
Really?
that what you want to do?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's not only places, but it's also experiences,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. It can even be just with dealing with something with friends, with building relationships,
Yes. Oh, I
with
love.
just saying I love you to 20 people today. That could be part of your bucket list. I mean, whatever
Well,
it is.
and you ready? So saying it and allowing them to give love back to you.
Yes. Yes.
That's a tough one
Yes.
for us because we're so
That's
busy giving it to everybody else, right? It's like that's an experience we need to allow.
right. I think saying it like a bucket list is really cool because when you say a bucket list, it's like you're putting a lot of stuff in there, but it's not really organized. It's just thrown
Mm,
into a bucket.
mhm.
So I would say organize your bucket list. Put it down, write it down. I mean, it's good to have a big bucket list.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's good to have a big bucket list. Whoa, whoa, I disappeared there.
You did, and so did your bucket. But where's your
Where's
bucket?
my
Yeah, I
bucket?
okay. I saw it there for a bit. Yeah, uh-huh. So
Uh-huh.
that it's great to have a bucket list, and like you said, is having it in there specifically. And one of the things that comes to me is to have what are small things, medium things, and big things on your bucket list. There you
Yeah,
go. And
there we go.
something that occurred to me, there's lots of things that I do in my life, which are my husband's bucket list. Like
Oh.
we're going to two cowboy games this year, one in San Diego, one in Dallas. Not my bucket list,
Uh-huh.
but part of my bucket list is the joy it brings him.
Spouse bucket list.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I know, and I just completed one of my bucket lists when we went to London.
Mm.
That was definitely something that
And you didn't get thrown out, which you were
I
concerned
didn't get
about.
thrown out.
So
Didn't
that
get thrown
that
out.
that's really good.
Yep, yep. I got to visit Visby and everything, but I can mark it off my bucket list. But Ireland is another one that's on my
Oh,
bucket.
Ireland too. Maybe we need to do a double date. It's four of us.
Hey,
Ireland's on my list too. It's not on my husband's, but it's on mine.
yes. And it's important, I mean, I know we talk about, bucket list for traveling and stuff, and like we were just saying just a second ago, it doesn't have to be travel. It could be something
Mm-mm.
else here. It could be trying different foods. It could be, I mean, it could be weight loss. It could be something personal, reading books, maybe 100 books in a year or something like that.
Well,
I mean,
and part of it for me, kind of in playing with this topic, one of the things that
uh-huh,
came to me is honoring the things I've accomplished on my bucket list.
right.
And one of the part of that where it's kind of like I got, I always knew that I loved business and I wanted to support healthy businesses.
Uh-huh.
And when I got my associate degree, I walked every time, man,
Yeah.
and I was felt that moment, and it was so much hard work for so long. I worked full time, went to school at night for an
Uh-huh.
associate degree, for a bachelor's degree in business, for my
Yeah.
master's in business. And every time I made sure to walk and I made sure to really feel that moment. And there's
Yeah.
times when I think I can't accomplish this, whatever the thing is we're trying to pull off. And I
Yeah.
think, you know what? Feel that moment when I was on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate the process. That's the one thing, sometimes when you're trying to accomplish something, sometimes you don't appreciate the moment. You got to appreciate the process that you are going through, and the steps that you've already done to accomplish your bucket list, whatever it may be. Because and you may not even accomplish it, but that's still okay.
But but it's right, like you're saying, the process.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the things I got accepted into a marriage and family counseling program that was very prestigious,
Uh-huh.
and blah 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 blah. When after I had left the government, and I started it, and I started getting guidance. No, you're not supposed to be a person that has a shingle out. You're supposed to work with groups. You're
Hmm.
supposed to help people in in the workplace. It's not a one-on-one thing. And it was like, oh crap. But because I had the pull to start that direction,
Hmm.
I got guidance to keep going, which
Yeah.
so it wasn't a failure, but it was a redirect.
Right. And being in the professions that we kind of work with, which is, officers, firefighters, first responders, and veterans, um, the the challenge when you retire,
Oh my goodness,
um,
yes.
yeah, from your office, that now you feel like now you're going to complete everything in your bucket list. And maybe you started on it already, and now you're going to try to do something. It's important, and when you retire, that you stay active. You stay active doing something, whether it's working with a local football, basketball team or whatever, or just doing volunteering with something like, Adopt a Cop or Community Connect. Just staying active and then still setting some goals and putting them in your bucket list and saying, hey, I'm going to accomplish this year. And if I don't, it's all right, but I'm still gonna I'm gonna try.
Well, you got to have a
Gonna
reason to
try.
get out of bed. You can only play
Yes.
so much golf. You can only go so much vacation before it gets boring,
Right.
honestly.
Right.
So, and for me, being at this part of my life and career, and I have a lot of friends in that same boat, is
Hmm.
like not wait till you retire, but how
Hmm.
can I take, like, that's why I love what I do with you and Community Connect, Adopt a Cop, vet, firefighter, but, healthcare worker, because I
Right.
get to take all these things I've done in my career and
Uh-huh.
these wisdom and experience that I've had and plug it into things that I believe in, you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
and that gives me, like tomorrow morning, I have a 6:45 a.m. meeting, and I'm excited about it,
Yeah.
because I'm going to be meeting with,
I don't
Alexa,
know if I'd be
who,
excited about a 6:45 meeting, but yeah.
right, and with Charlie Mike, and we're going to be, talking about, some things that we can create,
Right.
so otherwise I would not be excited. But,
Yeah.
and well, it'll be coffee, so I'm always excited about that. But, when one thing, and I think this, but, we went, Ross and I do, staycations.
Uh-huh.
And, for us, that's part of our bucket list, that, at least every 6 months we do something.
Yeah.
And that, so we got a band to wear to go to the pool and uses our card.
Live your bucket list. Woo woo.
Right, and there, right there was the card, that you for your
Uh-huh.
room and all that. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
isn't that interesting, that you chose bucket list?
Uh-huh.
And their thing was, it's great to have a bucket list, but they're saying, are you living that?
Are you living that? Are you living it? Are you actually setting yourself up for success? Or are you setting yourself up for failure? Like Amy was saying earlier, I mean, don't make it so difficult that are trying to do someone else's bucket list. Make sure it's you. What is it that you personally examine
Exactly. And
yourself?
even,
Think about it.
it's
Think
okay to
about it from
support
think
others
about
on their
yourself and
bucket
say,
list.
hey, look,
Yep.
what is it about me that I really love and I really enjoy doing? And then start it. Take time. Don't just write it. Just write down stuff that's just been sticking out in your head. Write down stuff that has roots in you that are you're gonna
Mm.
really love
You
doing.
almost had a, wouldn't it be interesting? I'd like to lean into that. And
Uh-huh.
since my
Uh-huh.
cousin Deb,
Uh-huh.
she's in Ohio, and she sends, we communicate every morning.
Okay.
And this morning she sent me a little Snoopy thing that said, take time to do what makes your soul happy.
Hmm.
So maybe spend some time being, what would that even look like? What
Right.
would that
Right.
be?
It could be reading. Could be sitting down just eating popcorn.
Exactly.
Could be just petting your dogs.
Well,
Could
that's it, with your lovely boxers,
oh
is just like, talk
gosh.
about, a bucket list of having that family of boxers, right?
Yeah.
That
Oh man, don't do it boxers unless you like a lot of activity. I tell you, when they get their ball, they're so persistent with making sure you're gonna play with me with this ball. I'm not playing with this ball by myself. All right, we're doing this together.
so that's their bucket list.
That's
So you
their
have to,
bucket
does
list.
their bucket list and yours, correlate?
Uh-huh. They make sure it correlates, right?
But and again, a couple other things I was thinking about bucket lists for me personally.
Uh-huh.
One of the things I'm very passionate about is creating spaces for people to have aha moments.
Yeah.
Like the circles we create and the conference
Yeah.
and to be there when they have their aha moments.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so big on my bucket list.
Yeah. Yeah, and take a moment to breathe in that moment too, though. Once you have that aha moment, don't just let it go and just go away. Don't let it just fly away. Take time and appreciate the fact that you have an aha moment. You know, whether it's by yourself or with someone else. If you have a bucket list and you accomplish it or you're starting on it or you're in the midst of it and you just stop and just say, this is beautiful. This is great. I'm enjoying this. I had that a lot on our trip to London and stuff, and I'm just looking at these cathedrals and stuff,
Mm,
and I'm like, this is absolutely fantastic. I'm just thrown back
mm,
by I'm just impressed by all of the intricate work that's done in these cathedrals,
mm.
you know. And here in the States, we don't have stuff that lasts forever. It's
Or,
just
or or
whatever.
very long at all.
Yeah, very long at all. But the history out there is
Hmm.
rich,
Hmm.
and so
So for
we have to
me,
stay in the moment. Stay in the
yeah,
moment. Stay in
same
the
kind of
moment. Stay in the moment.
experience when I went to Tokyo.
Oh, you went to Tokyo.
And there were chapel, not chapels, whatever they call them, places of worship everywhere. I mean, on
Uh-huh.
every block,
Yeah,
little ones, everywhere where people were. And again, one of the things, I brought home. She's a barista from
barista.
Tokyo, a barista, and so I brought her home so I
Okay.
can, have those moments and remember. Oh, it was so cool being there
Uh-huh.
and experiencing a slowdown. That's one thing about their culture that I really loved. It was much slower and much
Yeah,
more intentional.
yeah. And so be intentional is really good, right? And what are we saying about being intentional? Make sure that it has a purpose. It's a focus. It's a reason for it, and that you are doing it for a specific reason.
Hmm.
Reason.
Hmm.
Be intentional with the stuff that you're doing. I totally agree. Hey, well, that's the morning munch. That's the AM munch. I'm sorry, but we're
The
doing this.
AM, and well, it can be in the morning. It's in the morning for us, but it could be midnight for you, which is
Exactly.
close to the next morning.
It's still a
So the
month.
bottom line is think about your bucket list, support other people on their bucket list, but make sure you're supporting you.
That's right. Take care of you, because there's only one you. So what you gonna do?
You're going to smile.
That's right. Whatever you do, keep on smiling. All right. Have a blessed day.